Hey guys, I have a few finished projects to share with you guys. Um, my mom asked me to make a couple birthday cards um, for a little boy that she saw on Yahoo last night. And she's probably going to be mailing them out today, so I need to show the cards now. I just got them done. I've had a migraine for the past couple days, so I've been working on stuff when I've gotten out of bed for a couple hours and then, you know, go back to bed. Migraines kind of wear you down mentally, so I guess I should show you the birthday cards first. So this one I'm not thrilled about, but I literally got each card done in 5 minutes because this one may have taken 10 minutes, but just not feeling good. So the card base came from Bonnie, and I had done this. I already put the stamp away. This is one that like quad foliage cube. I think it's Stampendous or something like that. And then I put stamped it in Versamark, and then I put the perfect pearls that Leslie gave me on it. And then I had stamped out this Happy Birthday, which is hard to see, but the stamping, the Stampin' Up stamp from one of the sets. And then I thought it would be cute to stick my clear embossing powder on there that had the green sheen to it, but it turns out that was a bad idea. Because the lettering is so thin. I think if it was a thicker lettering, I think it would have been okay, but because the lettering's so thin, you can only read it from a certain angle. And then this green paper on the background was an Oriental trading paper that Bonnie gave me. And I knew better than to use PVA glue to adhere it, but I didn't have a whole lot of tape runner left, so I did it. And of course there's bubbles because the scrapbooking paper was just so thin. I knew better. You know, I don't know what to say about that. Sometimes you just do things that you know better than to do. And and then I've had these frog stickers for a long time. They're Stickopotamus stickers that my mom bought me when I was a kid. And I've always loved them. I love frogs. So that's the first card. My mom said she thinks the kid is turning 5 or he's turning 6 or something. And then here's a second one. I don't know. I don't have a child, obviously. Um, so I'm not sure if this is age appropriate for a 5 or 6-year-old, but my mom can choose between one or the other. The bubbled up one, where she can choose the one that may be a little bit too immature, but or she can send both, whatever she wants. Card base came from Bonnie. There's an orange paper behind this pattern paper that's Oriental Trading that came from Bonnie, and then this pattern paper, My Mind's Eye, Blink of an Eye paper. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. I can't remember if I said this Happy Birthday came from Leslie. And this is a Dollar Tree dimensional Dollar Tree sticker. And then there's some little cardstock stars. This came from Bonnie. And that would be the card. And then I've been making a lot of flowers. So, yeah, it's just been hard for me to... I've been working on a box for about 3 days because I can't. And it's just a little box that I'll show you in just a second. I can't seem to... I don't know what the right word would be. I don't know what the word would be. Figure out what I want to do. Plan. So, I've just been making flowers because you just do the same thing over and over again and you don't have to think about it. These flowers I had some coffee sleeves sitting on my table. I've got a lot more in my upcycle boxes, but they've just been sitting there and I wanted to do something with them, so I made these flowers. They're just layered, you know, just from a couple of the flower layers dies that I have. I just dropped one. And I think they're cute. I think they'll be cute to go on like little card boxes or on a card or whatever I want to put them on. I thought they were cute. And it was better than, you know, the sleeves just sitting there. I've got plenty more of them. I think I've been saving sleeves for a while and I've only used one in a mini album, so I figured I'd better, you know, do something. And the eyelash yarn came from Leslie. And then I decided to make flowers out of they were Christine had sent me a bunch of die cuts from, you know, it cut out a spiral and then you rolled it up into a flower. She had sent me a bunch of die cuts and I just decided to, you know, make those. And I wasn't liking how they were coming out. I finally figured out after a few of them that you needed to let the flower go. You know, just completely let it unwind itself for it to actually look like a flower. And I still wasn't too impressed with how they were looking, so sorry, I'm just trying to grab them here. So then I decided to paint them all with nail polish. I figured I wasn't using my nail polish. I've got all these China Glaze nail polishes that I don't ever use because I don't like the feeling of it on my nails. I don't like nail polish on my nails. So I was like, well, might as well just use it for crafting. So that's how they turned out, and I think they turned out pretty. I like how they turned out. Thank you, Christine, for the die cuts. The flowers weren't obviously originally that color. They were like this green or some were like yellow. Some are craft paper. and then some were pink. Those are the ones that I rolled up all of the die cuts she had sent me. And then when I was probably spent all day looking through my giant laundry bag full of scrap lace trying to figure out what lace to use for the box that I had been working on for days. Which I ended up not using a lace at all. And there was this it was white fabric and it had a pattern on it. Like it's for that, you can see the pattern there. It's for to make a vest. Like this was a pattern to cut out a bunny face. You know, I had like bunny ears and a bunny head, and then you stuffed the bunny ears and stuffed the bunny head, and then you sewed it onto the vest because that was something that was in style many years ago when I was a small child. And it was one of my mother's unfinished kits that she obviously didn't want to finish anymore, and it had some rust stains in it from pins being left in there, and you know, to me it's still good fabric, so I just sprayed it with a few of my purple and pink sprays, and then I used this Beacon Stiffen Stuff that I got at the Nifty Thrifty. I do not recommend buying this brand of stiffening liquid. In the past I've used Aleene's draping liquid, and I would highly suggest that. Even though this is a lot cleaner to use, you know, it's not nearly as messy. You have to repeat the process a couple times. This is it being heavily drenched one time, and there's no crunch to it. I can't work with that. This would be it heavily drenched 2 times, and you can hear that. So, and you know, if it's this stiff, you can actually punch. So I don't recommend this. Beacon is pretty overly. It's really not the most economical brand to begin with. I've always very much preferred Aleene's because I've never worked with an Aleene's product that hasn't worked well. So, but anyways, I colored that fabric and then I stiffened it, and I made my own, like, these were spiral die cuts that Christine sent me, and I just cut out my own spirals and made them out of the starched fabric. Those ones. I think they turned out cute. We'll see how cute they are when I come out of this thing. On the last flowers I made, the last type of flowers I made, I use this flower punch that Leslie had sent me. And a lot of times when I'm working on cards, if I have like a big piece of scrap paper, or not big, I'm just gonna say a piece of scrap paper that I don't want to put in my scrap box for whatever reason. And I've got enough room where I can punch out 4 or 5 petals of this. Then I'll do that. If it's really little, then I'll use my little, like if it's a little tiny scrap. You know, I'll do my little punchies. But they were starting to build up, and then I ended up punching out some more because like I said, making flowers is a really simple task. You just do the same thing over and over again, so it's the only thing I could really do as I wait for this to be over. But yeah, I just started making flowers. My vision looks a little blurry, so I'm not sure if this is clear or not. There's those ones. And there's these ones. Oh no, I just dropped one. I guess you don't get to see that one. And there's the last of them besides the one I dropped. And then the last thing I made was this box. And I've discovered that I'm really tired of decorating little boxes. Oh, I don't want to decorate anymore. I painted it purple, and then I used this seam binding stuff Bonnie gave me. That's underneath this trim so that you don't see purple. You see pink. You'd see pink if you weren't looking at it, you know, through camera. This is a paper from the My Mind's Eye Penny Lane that I won from Scrappy Kesu, and this is one of Leslie's roses, and then these came from Bonnie. This polyester rosebud came from Leslie. These little ones came from Craft Supplies one, and then this is one of the rolled roses, if that's what you want to call them, of the die cuts that Christine sent me. And then I covered it all with grape ice stickles that came from Bonnie. And then instead I just used the same paper because I've got so much stuff out that I didn't feel like pulling out my scrap paper box. And then I felt at the bottom. So that's all the the projects that I got done, and thank you for watching. Bye.